Last year, Pratt Institute partnered with the Hudson Companies to completely outfit two of its Third and Bond condominium model residences with the work by Pratt's most illustrious alumni, faculty, and students. We actually defined the entire space.
We came to this project after many years of trying to create and having created successfully a series of interdisciplinary projects where students got the opportunity to work at full scale, right? Work in the real world, take their talents and bring the Pratt talent to real life projects.
Our vision was to build a series of townhouses on the frontage of 3rd Street that would be a modern adaptation of a brownstone. We came up with the question, who should we approach to do some really interesting, creative, innovative design? And we approached Pratt about the idea of designing the model apartments.
It's great to see my piece, designed 40 years ago actually, have another life at 3rd and Bond. It was a realization that we, as designers and teachers at Pratt, can touch every single room of every house, from the art that hangs on the wall to chairs and sofas, etc.
We were asked to design and screen print all of the home textiles in the apartments. What was really important was to utilize screen printing, which is probably one of the most sustainable forms of printmaking because it uses water-based inks.
We were really taught to think differently. We were taught to explore, experiment, and follow kind of an unplanned path.
The Third and Bond project also opened us up in our personal work to think outside the box when it came to our fine art printmaking. My experience at Pratt really opened my eyes to the huge world of art and design. If I hadn't been a part of this project, I don't think that Susan and I would have started Cavershell Designs.
Together, these elements created a holistic environment and represent over 90 pieces of work by Pratt faculty, students, and alumni. And they represent the range and depth of what we do, both the poetic and the pragmatic vision of Pratt education.
Colgate-Palmolive is thrilled to have sponsored several projects with the students at Pratt Institute over the past 2 years in their key categories of oral care and personal care.
The sponsored projects are totally critical to the educational process. Academia and industry cooperate in a way you can't achieve otherwise. So designs that students have done that would normally remain on pages of sketchbooks or on computer screens or even in physical models somehow are jumping over into the real world, and students are getting input from industry people whose cares are not exactly in the academic realm, but much more in the real world.
The main objectives of the studio with Colgate-Palmolive are to reimagine the bottle for a mouthwash, but to do it in such a way that it is feasible for Colgate-Palmolive, but is still interesting to us.
You end up getting actual results that are usually not what you expected when you go out and do field research and interview user groups. Getting that information affects your design process a lot more than just hypothetically assuming things.
What's also great about corporate-sponsored projects is that it's really a two-way relationship. When companies come here, they're stimulated to do better. Social responsibility, the passion of people is very beneficial for them and often for their own design staff.
The relationship with Pratt Institute is important to Colgate-Palmolive. The students bring really fresh thinking. They are not weighted down with assumptions or preconceived notions of how consumers use our products. They really do help us look at things differently.
I often tell this to my students, that students can do a better job than even professional firms. Students can do something only because of their passion. And I'm always been over-impressed by what Pratt students can do. For the company also, this is a very great chance for them to work with the student with very fresh ideas and find a way they can apply that into their industry.
The Pratt Fashion Design Program is an incubator of amazing ideas, and to see the development of the students from the beginning to the end and then what they can achieve at the end, it's just an amazing place. our graduates can graduate to do anything that they want. So for example, the 2010 started their own business.
The 2010 was founded in 2007, which was our sophomore year at Pratt.
The name, the 2010, came from our graduation year.
The whole process was very organic, and it slowly developed into an actual company.
As we evolved, we've slowly started to integrate this real strong philosophy of making these artistic statements but still being really wearable.
The first time that I saw the 2010 was at the Pratt Institute, the senior fashion show at the Altman Building. Just seeing their collection just really wowed us as a publication and just got us really excited about the 2010 and who they are and where they're going. I think their aesthetic is really strong. They have a strong sensibility. You could tell they're really about their craft.
I wanted to carry the 2010 because they have the ability to straddle both high-end conceptual pieces and ready-to-wear pieces to sell in the store. Whenever I'm looking for new lines, I'm looking for something that's minimal, innovative cuts, good quality, nice fabrics, and the 2010 definitely has all of that.
We found out about the Pratt Design Incubator that allows small businesses from Pratt to keep working and to focus on sustainability in their design practices and gives us a space to work every day.
The culture of Pratt is about process. It's about the process of design and what we do to go through to develop our ideas and our own expression. That's what makes Pratt special, is that we help each of the students find their own design voice to create individual designers.